Hey everyone, my name is Ilya, I'm 27 and I have a dream to become a professional basketball player. I've been living in Indonesia for about 4 years now, and for the last year and a half, I've been chasing the dream seriously. At the same time, I also work a full-time job, so trying to balance everything isn't always easy. In this video, I'll show you what my Sunday looks like. Let's go. Today I woke up around 6:30. First thing I do, head to the kitchen for some coffee. Usually my girlfriend helps me with the breakfast, but she's away in Phuket for a few days, so today I'm on my own. We moved into this house just 3 or 4 weeks ago, so we're still getting settled. We don't even have an electric kettle yet. I just heat water in a small pot. One of my favorite morning rituals is having coffee with something sweet. Yeah, even though I train and try to stay disciplined, I still like to start my mornings with a little treat. Today it's a croissant with the jam and vanilla cream. While I'm making my coffee, I laugh at myself a bit. I'm pouring hot water into the drip bag with a ladle. It's not fancy, but it works. I sit down, drink my coffee, text with my girlfriend Mila, just asking how she slept and how she's doing. The view from my window is amazing. Hills, rice field, a bit of the mountains in the distance. It's quiet and calm. Sometimes it's just nice to sit there in silence and breathe. After croissant, I step outside for the short walk. There is a street dog that always recognizes me. We sometimes feed him. He wags his tail. I say hi. Everything around is peaceful, green, fresh, no noise, no rush. There is the moments when I really feel why I'm here. Okay, time to get ready for the practice. I change, grab my stuff, and head out on my bike, my X-Max. It's a big scooter, perfect for the big guys like me. Basketball court is about 10 minutes away. It's called Palm Court. It's a half court for 3x3 games with a professional surface, one of the best in Bali. The competition there is always strong and the vibe is great. Today I'm training with Coach Diaz. He's Indonesian, works full-time in the squad. Always helps me with rebounding, gives me feedback on my moves. He's a good guy, positive energy. Last week I slightly injured my lower back, so I'm starting with a special warm-up. I'm doing some slow, controlled stretching for my lower back, also working on my hips mobility, something I always try to pay enough attention to. These are the exercises my coach Roman showed me. We train together sometimes here in Bali. I'll definitely introduce him to you in one of my next videos. After a light warm-up and stretching, I've got a bit of time for some form shooting, maybe 20 or 30 minutes before the court gets booked by all the players. I'm still taking it easy on my back, so I just go through some simple form shots, warming up my wrist close to the rim. After that I do one round mid-range shots and one round of threes. There is it for my first light session of the day. After training, I head back home, take a shower and start cooking some rice. I also order grilled chicken from a new place. Usually I order from another one, but it's closed today, so I decided to try something different. While I wait for the delivery, I ate a dragon fruit, sweet, juicy, perfect after the practice. When Mila's home, she usually helps a lot with the cooking, so when she's away, I realize how much easier she actually makes my days. The food arrives, chicken, rice and a salad. The salad wasn't exactly what I expected, just lettuce, cherry tomatoes, carrots and way too much white onion. Honestly, 2 out of 10. The chicken, maybe 6.5 out of 10. The rice though, 10 out of 10 because I made it myself. After lunch, I put on a movie, Cinderella Man. It's about a boxer during the Great Depression who gets back on the ring and inspire people to keep fighting through everyday struggles. Really powerful film. Sometimes I feel like sports and life are kind of same things. You fall, you get back up, and you keep going. Later I close the curtains, turn off the lights for a bit and take a short rest. And then it's time for my second training session, this time at a gym. I haven't been there in a while because of my back, but now it feels like it's time to start rebuilding again. My gym session today is focused on my lower back, since I'm still recovering from a minor injury, and on hips mobility. I start my warm-up with resistance bands, making sure to properly activate and warm up my lower back. I also repeat the same hip mobility exercise I did early in the morning. They're always part of my routine before any workout. After that, I move on to Bulgarian split squats. One leg is on the bench behind me, the other on the ground. This exercise also works on hip mobility. I hold the dumbbell in the same hand as the leg that's on the ground. The main goal here is to push my hips back and go down through that movement, not just by bending my knee. The knee should never go past the toes. I start with a bodyweight warm-up set, then go for the second set with a 17.5 kg dumbbell and 2 more sets with the 20 kgs. After that, I switch to Romanian deadlifts. I begin with an empty barbell just to warm up my lower back, slow and controlled reps, focusing on lifting with my back. For the next set, I load 30 kgs, still keep it smooth and controlled. Then I finish with 2 final sets at 50 kgs on the bar, making the total barbell weight 70 kgs. After Romanian deadlift, I also focus on training my hamstrings. For this exercise, I place one leg on a bench and turn my body sideways. My elbow rests on the ground for support, and the goal is to lift my hips up using only my hamstring, not my lower back. This is basically a single leg hamstring bridge, and I combine it with a superset with pull-ups. I do 3 of these supersets in a total. Then I move on to the final exercise of the day, ankle tendon strengthening. I place a small platform or plate on the floor, in my case it's a weight plate, and grab 2 dumbbells, the heaviest ones available in the gym, 25 kgs each. I step onto the plate with the ball of my foot, making sure to raise my heel as high as possible. I hold the top position for the 10 seconds, then switch legs and hold again for the 10 seconds. After that, I rest for 1 minute. I repeat this for 5-6 sets. That's where I warm up my training for today. After the workout, I head home, order dinner, meatballs with mashed potatoes, beef patties and a salad. Everything actually is really good, 10 out of 10 this time. After dinner, I call Mila, we talk about our day, laugh a bit, just share small things. And then I just lie down, turn off the lights and call it a day. Nothing special, just a regular Sunday, but I guess it's days like this that build the road toward the dream. If you're into this kind of content, hit that follow button, drop a like and stay tuned. I'll be sharing more about how I balance my full-time job with the basketball training and give you a closer look to my daily routine here in Bali. See you in the next one.